Unit number 11, controlling access to files. So how to control the files and then how to access the files, we'll see over here. So to control the access to files, before that we have one more topic, that is how to managing groups. So using these groups, how to create and how to manage. Managing groups is similar to managing users. We already done how to create the users and how to manage those users. Same thing, how to create the groups and how to manage those groups. These are the topics we are going to discussing now. So how to manage and manage file system access control list, and so access control list ACL. So how to create that ACLs and how to manage SUID, SGID, sticky bit, all these access control lists we are going to discussing in this unit. Let's move into this lab. So let's create some groups. Let's create some groups to put some of the users in. So into that we can create some groups that already existing users is there, the users we can kept it over there. Creating a groups is similar to creating users. Here we have some commands. It shows relation of the groups, that is ID. It shows UID or GID of for the group of a given user. One more command, group add. It creates group. Group mod. It modifies the properties of group. Group del. It deletes the group. So what is the syntax for this? Group add group options group name. So it creates the options group name. -G to assign the group ID, to specify the GID for group. Group file will be /etc/group group. So what is the fields will be there? Group name, password, place holder, group ID, members. what are the members is added into that group, those members list will be available. So you can verify that the group was added successfully by checking this file for this new group existence. So you created a group, that is group add, what are the options we mentioned over there, whether it is created or not. So if you want to verify, you can log into the /etc/group, there we can check that. Okay, we already know that what is the fields will be there in the /etc/password, and now in /etc/group. We'll see there how to create and how to modify the users. And same for /etc/g shadow will be there. This is for password related, group password related information will be stored. Group password related information is available. Okay. So ID is, it shows the user ID or group ID for a group or even user. Group add, it creates a group, and group mod is to modify the group of what are the properties having the group. Group del, it deletes a group. And what are the options in this group add -g to specify the group. Okay, so now we create a group over here. Directly I am creating one group add, group name is Aditi. We created, we check here one more group add -g 562 is a group ID. For that I can give the Harry, name is, group name is Harry. Both the groups I created, so I have to check tail space /etc/group group. Harry is created and Aditi 507 is created, and sales already is there, Sara 506. So here you have to know one thing is, we already discussed about the three types of groups, right? Sorry, three types of users in the users. Types of users we already discussed, that is root user, system user, normal user. We already discussed. In this system root user, I shown you, already seen you in the /etc/password file, user ID 0, group ID 0. For the system users, user ID 1 to 499, group ID and as well as user ID. And for normal users, which starts from 500, approximately it is having 60,000, approximate 60,000 users we created. We already seen in that configuration file, but again I am giving small example to you. So same like that, for users also it should be available, it should be allocated to that what are the user ID and group ID. Here we seen these two commands, just I will give history now. I created a user Aditi without specifying the group ID. I created one more user, that is Harry 562. So for that Aditi, what is the next of Sara, that is Sara is having 506. So by default we created, we are not specified any group ID, so for that it is taken over by 507. Now one more group ID is we created 562 with the specification. So now if I create one more user, so it will has to come as the 508 or 563. 563. So once you can check, by default if you are creating Aditi 1, we created. Now you can check here 563. So now 508 to 561. So in between some of the users IDs will be skipped. So when it will be fill up, after 62,239 users is completed in this local mission, that is groups is completed, then after that it will become to the next first come last out, like that it will come to the 508, 509, 5010, like that. By default it will take now. Alright, so now I am going to creating the, we already created the sum of the users. Add group. So as a root user, I want to add multiple users. I have tail space /etc/ password, new user and new user 1 Sarah, this two user is here. So all these users I want to add to one group. G password space hyphen capital M, user Sarah, student. Student is already one of the group is here. You can check tail space /etc/ group. Student group is there, right? You should know this. Whenever user is created, by default its primary group will be created. Whenever a user is created, by default its primary group will be created. So Sarah is a member of student. I want to add to the multiple users. For that I can use the hyphen capital M, G password space hyphen capital M, student Sarah, one more user, new user, new user 1, to the group Harry. So I open this file, under this Harry all these users will be there. I want to add a user 1 is an admin to the group. He is admin. So for that, G password space hyphen capital A, user student to the group Harry. So now he is the admin for this group. I want to delete a user from this group. G password space hyphen D, Sarah, group name is Harry. Removing the user. You can check that Sarah is deleted. So once I added that student, we are added to the admin for that group, right? So then he can able to add to the n number of users into that account. Now while creating the users, so user add, we create Suresh. By default we know that this Suresh, for this Suresh primary group will be created, right? Already existing group I want to be as a primary group for us. So what are the newly created users? So one more user I am going to creating, that is Natasha, user add space hyphen G, group name Harry, user, we can give the Natasha, right? Natasha. So I'm going to creating the user Natasha. For that Natasha, by default Natasha primary group will be created, but I don't want. I want to be Harry as a not primary group for the Natasha. The home directory is already exist. Natasha 12. So then we can check here tail space slash etc slash group. Harry is already there, na? So Natasha 12 group is not created because already Harry is a primary group for that. Now I am going to creating one more user, that is Natasha 123. For that Harry as a secondary group. I want to be Harry as a secondary group. Got it, right? I am going to creating a user Natasha 123, but Harry should be as a secondary group. Now we can check here Natasha 123 group is created, and in that Harry Natasha 123 is the member. Both the groups will be available. So how to create the users and how to manage those users, we already discussed. Now we discuss now how to create the groups and how to create the manage the groups. And now how to manage the access control list for a file, ACL, access control list. ACL, access control list. Here we can give the individual permissions to the individual users. Individual permissions to the individual users of users or groups of an file or directory. How to control this? So what is the commands for this? Get FACL, get FACL file access control list. It shows the ACL of file. Set FACL, it sets the ACL for file. How it will sets and how it shows, we'll see now. So what are the options and what is the syntax? Set FACL options u colon username colon permissions space file or directory. Same thing, set FACL options G colon group name colon permissions file or directory. How it will send, we will see in the lab. Go to the lab server. So I am going to creating a file here, cat space greater than 123 file hi, this is Linux class, save and exit. What is the control list for this? Get FACL 123 to show the access control list. Get FACL 123 of 123 is a file name. The file name is 123. Owner of the file is root and group owner of the file is root. Who is a root owner of the file? That is user having read write execute read write permissions. Group is having the read permission and others is having the root write permission read permission. So I want to give an extra security for who is the non-owner of the file or non-group of the file. So other than, so for that others, we can think it as others. So set FACL space -m, m is modify or make, u colon username, we have a user Sarah colon, I am providing him read write execute permissions, the file name is 123. Right, set FACL, that means we are going to allocating, set the file access control list, -m makes or modifies, u colon username colon, what are the permissions I am providing here, read write execute permissions, so the file name is 123. So I can check get FACL 123, Sarah is having read write execute permission other than the owner of the group or owner of the file. Same thing I can provide for group also. Now we provided only for user, right? Same thing I can provide for group also. Set FACL space -m g colon, group is Harry colon, only I want to provide read write, file is 123. I can check get FACL 123, group Harry is having the read write. I can set access control list for other users. So I can assign the others of that file. I want to delete ACL, that means access control list, whatever we set for the user Sarah. Set FACL space -m set FACL space -x for delete, u colon user Sarah. You should provide 123 file. Now you can check get FACL 123, Sarah is deleted, that means removed. I can assign for the same thing for the group, get FACL space -x g colon, group name is Harry, file name is 123, get FACL 123. Whatever all the access control list I set for to that file, I want to delete it. Set FACL space -b 123, it's deleted. So like this we can create the users in groups and set in the access control list. And one more topic over here is SUID, SGID and sticky bin. So in this we are going to discussing here one more topic, that is SUID. So nothing but set user ID. So that means SUID is a special permission set along existing permissions, which allows normal user to execute command with privilege of root, which allows normal user to execute command with privilege of root. So we can set the permissions with already existing groups. So for that, how we will see, which allows the normal user to execute a command. So what is the privilege of root? So that means you can log in as a normal user, and as well as you can log in as a root user. You can try to edit the file. Okay, it will not allow you. So for that, we can assign SUID. He can able to log in. How we will see. And one more thing here, SUID we can denote as a number is 4. How to setting in permissions, they already discussed in SA1, but here also we are going to discuss it. I am logged in as a root user, and same thing I am going to log in. I am switching SU hyphen Natasha 123 in this server. In this root, in this terminal, so just as a normal user, cat space slash etc slash g shadow, the permission is denied, but you can try to open in this root user cat space slash etc slash g shadow, it's open, right? So I'm going to assigning SUID for that user, chmod 4755 /bin/cat. Now if I try to open this one, it's allowing. Before that it's not allowed, right? So now I can remove that SUID, chmod 755 for this user. So now if I try to open this, permission is denied again. So what is this LL /bin/cat? Owner of the file is root. Already existing permissions 755. Existing permissions is already there. We are added to the extra permission. That's what we given over here. See, SUID is a special permission set along with existing permissions. Same thing we mentioned over here. We given just existing permissions is 755. We added to the 4. So as a we said, we are provided allows a normal user to execute a command with the privilege of root. So as a root, he can able to open the command using cat /bin/cat with a /etc/g shadow file, but normal user not able to open. So once you given the permissions for that cat command, SUID command, so he can able to open the file, right? And one more thing, sticky bit, one more permission, this is also special permission. Sticky bit is special permission which stops non-owner of file from deleting the file from a directory. For which sticky bit set. So that means non-owner of the file he is not able to deleting once a sticky bit is assigned for that directory. Okay, how we'll see sticky bit will work. So go to the lab, chmod 1770/var. As a terminal, in this terminal cd/tmp. Now we move there. So what is the list of this? ll space -d/tmp. It is already sticky bit is assigned for this. Sticky bit is already assigned. We have some of the files, I think. rm space -rf /tmp / is deleted. Now I am going to creating touch A, B, C, 3 files I created. Right, now as a normal user I logged in, right? cd/tmp ls abc file will be there. Temporary file, just now it is created. So if I try to open that file cat a, it is allowing me. If I want to rm space -rf that file, recursively forcefully also I am using, but it's not allowing me because sticky bit is assigned. Once I remove the sticky bit, chmod 770/tmp sorry, we can provide all the permissions /tmp. So ll space -d/tmp. So for this directory we are not provided any sticky bit. We given all the permissions: read, write, execute permission for the user, read, write, execute permission for the group, read, write, execute permission for the others. So you can go here, check over here. rm space -rf a, it's deleted. Same thing, chmod 1777 one more file is there here, rm space -rfb permission. As a normal user, he can delete the file once you given the permission 777, right? But if you are assigned the sticky bit, he is a none of the owner, so then he can not able to delete the option B, that is a file B. So like this sticky bit will work. So sticky bit we can use in the environment. In this unit, last topic, SGID, set group ID, set group ID. So group owner of the directory, group owner of the directory should be inherited by the file under that group. So that means collaboration. Just we can take an example how the SGID means. So whatever the users of files we created is a, just we can take an example. I have a group, I am the group member of the group owner of the file, a directory. So whatever the files is created under that my group, all the files should be allocated to my group. So like that collaborative will be happen. So how? We'll see in lab. Group add admin. We are a normal user. Logged out. Group add admin. We add a group. mkdir share. So I am going to creating a directory share on the name is already exist, share12 ll space -d share12. It is having read write execute permission and read execute permission, read execute permission, that means 755. We can change the group chgrp admin /share12. You can change the group. Now we can check ll space -d /share12. Group is changes. Now touch share a file cd /share12 ls ll space -l. We change the group into admin, right? But it is taking as group owner is root. I need collaborator. That's why we are using SGID. So once I assign the SGID for that group, come out from this directory, chmod 2770. 2 is the symbol for SGID /share12 touch /share12 ABC file name. You can check ls space -l. Now it is collaborated. It is having the permission of directory. So like this we can create the groups, and we can assign the access control list, and we can assign the special permissions per file or directory. So now we move into the next unit.